Silver key. Unlocking a door with the silver key will lead to a room with many doors. Vault key 233. Well, I know it exists now. I have no idea where to find it. See, I don't have access to the vault room like this. Wasn't able to locate it. My experiment was successful. And I have 2 coins, but that's not enough to buy anything that will stick with me. I'll lose all of my items. None of these keys, of course, will unlock the area below the pool down here. I don't think a prism key or the vault key will enable me to access this down here. I don't think. The well, we are now in the well. The prism key does not work. The silver key, no way, Jose. An ordinary key, sorry, buddy. You need a very special key to get through this door. The basement key. And I didn't get it. Until I find the basement key, I won't be getting through there. I was able to get some very interesting items, though. You be sure. That waterfall. Maybe the pump room was the right choice after all. Might have messed up. Can't be sure. I can't be sure. There's no way to be certain. Is a shadow moving on the wall? Could it be when the daylight is at the right angle? You'll be able to see back into this cave? The box has moved. I suppose I could just sit here and wait, but that's not very cool, is it? When the sun is there, I'll be able to see into here. It's just a matter of being outside at the right time. And it happens to be the middle of the day. That's when I'll be able to see back here, isn't it? Noon. At noon, I'll be able to see into that basement. I get it. Okay, I get it. What is this? What's the deal with this? Why is this one different? What's the story? This is a very even pattern. This is not. It's very distracting. It's very interesting. I don't get it. There's something here, just outside my realization. This one I've got. Now I've got your number. The shadows here are weird, though. It's funny, it's like the sun is coming from over there. Well, that's because the sun is coming from over there. The shadows might be deceptive. It might be weird. I think the shadows are unusual. Leave those birds alone. Let them bathe. Don't harass the birds. That sucks. You bad fool. How do I get through this door? I don't. I don't. Oh. I don't. I don't get through this door. I don't get through that door. Wherever these go to come from, I don't know. Different locked off parts of the house. Parts I haven't found my way into yet. Alright. Fine. Another bird bath. Read the logbook. Okay. Gardner, 41092. Okay. Very interesting. Robert Nogula. Right. Epson, Lady Epson. So, Lady Epson died. And at that point, there was a changeover. 92. This is a few years later. For some reason, there's barren ground right there. It doesn't make sense. Poor soil is fine, but there's something here. There is something here. Radiation? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rank 2, 1. Rads. Moving up higher is hard. Very hard. Cloister. Let's go to the room list. We have found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of 12 rooms in the baseline. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 12 rooms in the second tier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the 12 rooms. 7 of the 12 rooms in this tier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the antechamber. Hints. Permanent. Unfurnished, unfinished, and otherwise unremarkable empty room. There had at some point been plans for this spare room. Those designs are now long forgotten. The parlor. I like this one. The billiard room. Guests lacking the social wit required for after-dinner conversation. Less competitive players are a unique chance to ponder mischief. Right. The closet. It's supposed to go here. That's okay. The walk-in closet. The former mistress, Lady Epson. perfume bottles and other things. It is a standard rarity room. The storeroom. Upgraded. The nook. Rook. Right. The garage. Quote unquote dead end, but actually the garage opens into another zone. It's unusual. We've only been there once, but we've had the opportunity to draft it a number of times. The den. 7 times I've drafted the den. Every single time I've come out, I've selected the den. The wine cellar, an unusual one. I've only drafted it once, but I know which day I need to draft for it. The pantry, common. The drawing room. 5 times I've used this room, another common. The library, an unusual room. The pool. Orindian pool. The locker room, the sauna, and the pump room appear. Not been to the locker room. The breaker box. Standard. The pump room. This is an addition. To access this room, you have to add it to the correct method. The modifications from the pump room are permanent. Security. Standard vision. Laboratory. I've been here 3 times now. It's a standard room. But I need the boiler room in order to access the experimental booster. The sauna. I've only been here 1 time. Is a tomorrow type blueprint, a dead end edition. The coat check. I visited twice and left a shovel there once. The dining room. 3 times I've visited this one. Never have I managed to eat there. The observatory. Mount Holly's observatory, huh? Only 1 time have I drafted it. The conference room. This is a spread type room and it is unusual. I've drafted it only once. The aquarium is a black print? What is a black print? I just discovered a piece of information. There is a black colored room. I have just learned of the black print. Each tank in the aquarium is also inspired by the decor and colors of the various types of rooms found throughout the estate, including 1 or 2 red herrings. I'm gonna kick your ass. How dare you? There is no such thing as a black print, is there? Nuts to you. Bedrooms. I visited most of the bedrooms, found the safe in the boudoir. guest bedroom I visited several times. The nursery, one time I've gone. There I found that. The Red Prince. Twin cribs, huh? Bunk room. 2 dead ends. Someone thinks that's funny. The halls. Secret passage. Choose the color of room you wish to access through the secret passage, and it will appear. If you open 46 blue rooms, 45 blue rooms, and open the secret passage, there won't be space to open the secret passage. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Corridor. Really common. Hallway. The West Wing Hall. Boarded windows and dust-smothered furniture. The East Wing Hall. This fenestrated hallway overlooks the east side of the estate grounds. Corridor. A long hall with 2 doors at either end. A long hall with 2 doors at either end that had been one of your uncle's most frequently traveled rooms. Consequently, he left strict instructions with the staff. The doors of the corridor shall never under any circumstance be locked. The corridor will always be open. A room of many doors and even more choices. The Great Hall is unquestionably the largest hallway of the house, but is also the least useful. The doors lining its walls are always locked, perhaps for a reason. 7 locked doors. 4 paths. What are you hiding? I'd need 6 keys to find out. Go to the Great Hall with 6 keys and unlock every door. The passageway. And there's one more hallway I haven't drafted. The green rooms. Terrace. Green rooms stop costing gems. This is a standard dead-end green room, which anchors itself. Patio causes gems to appear in all green rooms. Very nice. The courtyard is a standard green room, and it adds a valence. The veranda improves the value of green rooms, but costs a gem to do it. And the greenhouse is a dead end that improves the number of green rooms you draft. And on top of that, this is the room that contains the broken lever. The long-neglected flower beds have finally been blessed with the glistening gift from the sprinklers installed above. So, by activating the water room and using the pump house to adjust water to the greenhouse is now alive. The good draft, standard draw. 3 green rooms are missing. They may grow only in specific places. Shops. I've been in the commissary and the kitchen, and I've seen a few other item shops, including a locksmith. They may have had a really valuable key for sale. Kitchen. Yeah, I've been there once. The red rooms. All but one of them. The lavatory. A room one might go to great lengths to avoid showing guests, despite them always probing for its location. Where is the bathroom? There's something hidden here. The tub. The picture was taken from over here. There's no space for the picture to be taken. And why would someone take their own picture in a bathroom. Why? Why? The chapel. The 8 Aegeran angels. Seems like I've entered it every single time. The red room bedroom. This one belongs to one of the maids. Penalty, fewer items in the house. Gym. Sorry, no playing. You get tired. Red illumination. Unfortunately, faulty installation means the safe lights often blow their circuit capacity and break a fuse. No light in the dark room. The weight room. The weight room gives you access to 2 extra valences, but you immediately lose half your steps. Then there's the furnace room. This rare dead end forces the house full of red rooms. The good news about red rooms is that most of the red rooms have lots of valences, opening the house up to you. The bad news is they always carry penalties, and it can be difficult working with them. So drafting the furnace early into a corner might help get things heated up, but I bet there's a limit of 5. 5 red, 5 yellow, 5 orange. Then the house gets maxed out. I've also gone into 4 of the 8 possible rooms that appear out here. I've also seen a 5th one, the root cellar. I've seen that one. Simply didn't pick it. Whew. Well, I spent some time exploring the trading post. You can see the lights burning in the distance. You may not stay overnight. I've missed my opportunity, so let's go. I think that's it. We're calling it a day. Fun exploring. We gained some information. I wonder what this is. Something is here. I'll gain access to it eventually. We're just not there yet. One moment. How many of these rooms have puzzles that I've solved? I've taken a look at a library book. I've solved the coins in the pool. All these picture ones, more or less. The billiard room, solved. Parlor, solved. The dining room, I haven't been able to activate yet. The nook, I read that. Drawing room, I took a look around. Courtyard, well, I don't know. The chapel, if something is hidden here, I don't know what it is. Then I took a look around. The corridor, the spare room. I solved the dark room. More or less. I looked around the dark room and used it to access the other. I want to think I'm being productive, but who knows? I think I want to do one more day. It is, after all, the 8th, so we can do one more round. 29 rooms, rank 7, 64 steps, 6 items, 5 new rooms. Let's have another day. Day 8. Start a timer, just as the day begins. And day goes. Here we go. We have 90 steps. Let's take our time. Be patient. There's a bird. Don't chase that bird. Leave that bird alone. It's Michael Wilson's bird. There's another bird. What's with the birds? The birds, is there some secret behind the birds? There's another bird. Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Sorry. Birds. The shelter. Okay. Day is the 14th. It is 8 a.m. A scarce number of minutes have passed. Access the shelter. All right. Where's my math on the timing of the shelter? Okay. I want to access the time lock safe. All right. The unlock date. Today it is the 14th of November. And I'm going to set the unlock time to the morning. 10 a.m. Now we have to get patient. At 10 a.m. is when the safe will open for 1 hour. Or 4 hours. From 10 to 2 it should be open. Red guard. Sunset. Look around. Okay. At 10 a.m., the safe will open. It's very simple. We need to spend half our time traveling here and half our time traveling back. At 9 a.m., we'll make our way out of the house and return to the shelter, and we'll be there in time for the safe to be open. 9 a.m., huh? Let's get moving. 9 a.m., huh? 9 a.m. Watch the clocks. 9 a.m. Why don't we start off with the den? That's an easy room. Here we are. Looking around, grab the gem, watching the clocks. There's a chest here. A trunk. Okay, so a trunk has been hidden in this room. Very interesting. I'll put the storeroom in this area. Thank you. Two keys and a gem. Thank you. And while I'm at it, I'll use these keys to kick open this trunk. Let's see what's inside. I got a gem and the car keys. Very useful, especially if I can find the garage exit. I might be able to get something very good. Keep an eye on the time. Is it 9 yet? It is not 9 yet. Let's keep moving. We're taking a left, if possible. That puts us in the pantry. We could also play the parlor game. I do need gems, but I don't need a lot of gems. Maybe we need a lot of gems. Let's do the parlor game. It'll stall anyways. That way I have some time to kill. I can head back out. Good. Get that lock to pop. There's no clocks in here. Blank. The gems are in a box with a statement. Okay. The gems are in the black box. Okay, so one of these must be the lie. And they can't both be true, can they? Because one of them must be false. So the gems are in a box with a statement, but they can't be in the black box, or both statements would be true, and one must be false. The gems are in a box with a statement, but not the black box. They're in the blue box. Got 'em. Very nice. Let's open the parlor up. We've hit the chapel, and it's exactly where I wanted to be, actually. This is exactly the side I wanted to put the chapel on. All right, it'll cost us our coin. No, it won't. We have shelter effect. No coin expenditure. The garage is what I want. I didn't get the garage, but I did get security. I'm going to take security. Keep an eye on the time. Uh-oh. It is almost 9. We have a little bit of time to go. Same thing as always. Key card door. We can't move to the north. Not without a key card. The secret passage. The archives. I haven't had this red room yet, but because I'm sheltered, I can access it without facing its penalty. Here we are in the archives. Let's look around a little, shall we? Tie. Tire. Yes, I know. All right. Got to look around. Got to look around. Here we are. What have we got here? Marigold wins literary honor. Popular children's writer Marian Marigold, August 22, adds yet another feather to her scholastic class. Chosen as the Herald Literary... That's her. The niece and closest living relation of Baron S. Sinclair, Mary began using Marigold as a pen name to free her from the political associations one might make with the... My son was the one... Her debut book, Red Prince, is based on her inflexible son. Publisher and author Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White were 2 of 3 dozen names appeared in a leaked dossier, a person of interest in the Trinsdale bombing. Killed 4 people. RCLF, the Children of Black Water, dismissed the rumors. Split with personal reasons. Fellow author and colleague, Marigold. Suspicious bagged as the 3rd major grand treason. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator whose fanciful stories are written under the Cinca heiress disappears. Getting in a carriage late. Okay. Interesting. We'll come back to this. But for now, we need to double back. Because the time is 9:15. And when I get back there, it'll almost be time for the safe to unlock. I have the steps to spend. I can take my time. We can return to the archive room later. Big, beautiful clock. 9:15. Here we go. Yesterday, I signed a book out on the 13th. It absolutely is the 14th today. Did I send it out on the 13th? I did, didn't I? Yes, I'm certain of it. Certain it was the 14th. The 13th. third, fourth. I'm doing that awful thing. Okay. So, for 2 hours to have passed, it needs to be 456 seconds times 2. Or, let's see here. 912 seconds, which divided by minutes is 14.7. At 15 minutes, in 5 minutes time, is my mic on? My mic is on. In 5 minutes time, this safe will unlock. The 413th. Help! I'm so nervous. I'm going to crack my second safe. While we're waiting, let's get back to that puzzle. Let's see. It was an image of a plane and a biplane flying through the air, and an image of a hand painting a globe with a brush. Hand painting a globe with a brush, and a biplane flying through the sky. Hang on a minute. I had to use the flight, globe, ball, world. Air. Plane. Plane, flight, air, wind, wings, globe, planet, paint, brush, hand, world. Model, odal, flight, light, no, it's not a light. Hand painting a globe with a brush. Color, lift, ink, stain, make, brush, land, It opened. I got it. 7. Dear Uncle, the disappearance of my cousin Mary has long sat unfavorably with me and my father, and I will freely admit to you that the chilly airs of indifference you may have felt in my presence can be attributed entirely to the suspicions that I have harbored for these past years, suspicions entirely aimed at yourself. And while I have never had the opportunity to prove it, I felt very strongly that you had some deeper involvement in those events 4 years ago. The circulating rumors of those months did nothing but further reinforce my convictions in this fact. Those of us that are once bitten are twice shy, and I am aware of the cost my aggressively aloof behavior has had on the social standing of our family. I do not apologize for my actions, though I am now willing to admit that the conclusions I reached may have been flawed. Last week I had a confidential conversation with one of our mutual acquaintances, a conversation that has shed more light on this mystery than all of my father's countless fruitless inquiries over the years. I now have reason to believe that you were in fact responsible for smuggling my cousin under cover of night across the red border to the southern seafront. And I believe this may have occurred in September, a full 7 months after she was reported missing, a date that coincides not with her public disappearance in February, but instead with the notable theft of the ruby crown. Theft of the ruby crown? What? If the Blackwater insurgents were in fact responsible for the heist, as some have claimed, I believe this scenario entirely plausible, and the fact that 2 of the crown's 8 rubies have now surfaced has given me renewed optimism that she is still alive, safe, and finally free. Perhaps my willingness to accept such a sensational story betrays my own desperation for answers, desperation for hope, and desperation for a narrative in which you are not the villain. In that distant land we all dream of, the land where the strangling crimson curtains draped across our sky are pulled back, and the windows and shutters of discontent flung wide open. In that distant land, I pray one day to find our Marion safe, happy, and absolved. Courtney. Okay, wow. What is with this picture? Why is there a river in the middle of a forest? This is something. I don't know. Noon! Noon! While we're here, the sunlight should be coming close to direct. If we're going to do the slow path, let's see if we can look into the basement. Let's see if we're getting some light in there. I have the steps to spare. Many birds. Sorry, birds. I didn't mean to scare you. The light isn't moving, is it? It isn't. It's cast on the same spot in the wall, and the sun rotates from the other side. See the way the shadow moves? The light's not going to ever come from here. It was a nice idea, but fundamentally flawed. It's time to go back into the house. And with one more red letter in my possession. Let's return to the archives. What is this? Master Simon, good morning. It has come to my attention that you have been granted a daily allowance to use while on the estate. If it is convenient for you, I will leave the required sum here in the entrance hall each morning. If there is anything else you require, please do not hesitate to ask. Even though we have all been requested to remove ourselves from the premises during your stay, I can assure you that I am still personally overseeing that the estate is at least operating at a baseline standard of service that I hope you will one day come to expect of us. Anne Babbage, House Manager. The puzzle continues. Let's head back to the archives. I'm not done looking around in there. If I can find a key card, I can continue moving here. Doubt I will. Now then, we were reading this. So Marigold, Marion Marigold, right, is the name of this person who, in fact, was Gail Hermes, Herald staff writer. I don't think that matters. Second time winning this honor. The first time was probably for the Red Prince. Swimbird, Red Prince. Of H.S. Sinclair. Right. August 22nd. Wins second prize. My son was the one that actually got me to start writing. I had always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime. So as we ran out of books we owned, my imagination had to take over from there. Niece. Mom. Marion Marigold is my mother. In that case, yes. I am the Red Prince. Yep. Red Prince is based on her son and his inflexible love of the color red, a statement that has been held with much skepticism by the many pundits that view the book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their blind loyalty to the throne. Okay, publisher and author detained by the Red Garden questioned. Let's see. Caleb Manning. Philip White. 3 dozen names. Trinsdale bombing. We can pinpoint which day the bombing happened later by working backwards. Using Saturday, November 7th, 93 as the anchor. As long as it aligns with actual November 7th on 93, we can simply look up 87 and figure out when last Tuesday from November 11th of 86 is. Okay. The RLCF. Children of Black Water Insurgent. Reffington Press was quick to dismiss the rumors in a statement on Friday. The Popular Offer and Mr. White were victims of an unfortunate happenstance. 3 years ago, in 83, associate editor, was charged with criminal conspiracy. Charges later dropped. November 17th. Marion Marigold splits with Ruffington Press. Two other writers. Manning and White at press function, huh? Manning I recognize. He's the guy in that photo. Was seen at the corner with a suspicious bag waved down by a local. There's the third major. Manning was the grand treason. February 22nd. 222 in 87. Mary Matthew Jones is my mother. Trinsdale. Ms. Jones never arrived home and the carriage driver cannot be located. Then September 2, thieves broke into the royal capital of Fen Aries and the Crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of aristocracy and high peerage, and access was never granted, at least not till today. Local police and forensic experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum, dredging for clues. The museum authorities said they were alerted in the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall, brandishing firearms. The intruders broke into the museum, subdued the royal guard, disabled the security system, and vanished. Although an official registry of the lost jewels has not been publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts is the ruby crown of Orinda Aries, the priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to the historic value. That better not be it on the basement door. All right. I've gathered what information I can from this. Frickin' gem. Big old dumb gem. Okay. Looking around. I'm looking around. Am I mic'd up? We're good? Yeah, okay. Is it just the one? Is that all we've got? Yeah, that's all I can find for now. Let's access the next room. The laundry room. Furnace. The dark room. I'll take a dark room. Not so dark. Where's that guy? Coat, cot. It's an A. Trying to get a good view of the... Okay, here's the picture. These people, 2 maids, pictures of the blackboard in the background, isn't it? Yeah, I see the focus here is on the blackboard in the background. Here she is amusing herself. a lady. Here's a gem just for me. 1128. What's so significant about 1128? Paintings of her ladyship. Development was too dark. Cinca, why are you taking this picture in the bathroom of all things? What am I supposed to see here? The mirror in the bathroom. Something about the mirror in the bathroom? The mirror in the lavatory. I don't get it. What am I missing? Yeah, I've seen that. Where's that picture of that guy? Here. Here they are. These two. White and Manning. All right. Let's go. The garage. Is that the room I wanted? I think that's the room I wanted. That's the room I wanted. The garage. Well, here's the keys. Power's not on. So it turns out I have the car keys, so I can open this. What is that? The key to the secret garden. I don't know what that is. I don't know what this is. Battery pack. Provides juice to battery-powered contraptions. It says I can't. The note. How do I, where's my cursor again? There it is. The drop-off address is 14227 Sandy Heights, a small garage on the small south side of Trinsdale. The goods are already secure and in the trunk, so just unload and get back here before noon. I've seen Sinclair's schedule and I don't think he'll be requesting the car today, but you never know when the cat will want to get some air. Tomorrow will likely be the last delivery, and I believe Denny already has payment ready. All right. Now I just have to get the breaker box. The key to the secret garden. I don't know where the secret garden is hidden. I've got the key. I've got a battery pack. Contraptions made in the workshop. I've never been to the workshop. There must be a workshop. It isn't in the basement, though. Bet that. All right, let's get going. We need to fill under the courtyard, the laboratory, the furnace. Drawing red rooms will make it easier to keep moving, but I'll run out fast. I choose the courtyard.